on more my side. Obviously, like you've been discussing more on the film side of things, and obviously with music as well. In terms of like other advertising campaigns that I found like really interesting, is the recent Just Eat app with Snoop Dogg.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
I literally, like, this came up on my screen. In terms of like when the advert actually came on, it was after Gogglebox. I don't want to plug in Gogglebox, but I love
Yeah.
Gogglebox. Hey, how you doing, Gogglebox? And then it was the first advertising break, and it played straight after. And me and my partner were in bed, and we were just like, "Oh my gosh!" And it's with Snoop Dogg, and the advert was so cool. It was so on time, especially with everything that is going on. It's so relevant. It's connecting to a younger audience and, you know, a younger demographic. It's so hip, and I feel like there's a level of a humor in it where a lot of people can laugh, and, you know, and I feel like it was perfect. And I feel like a lot of people could connect with that. And I just think it was just amazing. I wish I came up with it myself. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. As well as that, do you remember like the IKEA advert by the Christmas one in 2019?
Oh my gosh.
Why don't you talk a bit about that?
That advert, it's with so it's with the grime one. It's with the toys. It's like with the speaking toys and with the family, and it's got DWE in it.
Right.
Amazing advert. The timing, obviously for a Christmas advert, so good. Obviously, DWE as a grime artist, if obviously everyone knows, he's amazing in what he does. Like, he's a G in his field, and he will remain a G. He is a GOAT, and one of the GOATs, I will say.
Oh, yeah.
And I love the humour of the advert. I love the references, obviously, with the Toy Story as well. I just thought it was just so, like, whoever came up with the idea was so on point.
Yeah.
And especially over Christmas as well, because Christmas is becoming more diverse. Like, I feel like Christmas as a holiday is evolving, and I feel like everyone celebrates it in a different way. And I feel like that really, it really captured that in that advert. And then I remember when I first saw it, I was in shock, and I was like, oh my gosh, like, who came up with this? Like, this is so on point. This is so on trend. Like, it's just so original, you know? And it's amazing how a brand like IKEA and with obviously with the grime artist with DWE, how the two factors can blend together and work so well, you know?
And not to mention the Toy Story reference as well, with the toys to life. Or an interesting idea, you know?
Yeah. I thought that was really cool. Another person, obviously we've just mentioned her, which is Lady Gaga.
Oh yeah.
I thought, obviously, because how I associate with Lady Gaga, I always think of her in a obviously music sense. But obviously, when she did the film A Star Is Born, and she did the soundtrack obviously to Star Is Born, and she did obviously that famous hit Shallow. I just thought that was so interesting to see her transition in terms of music to the blend of an actress. Because I remember when, I think it was the Oscars. No, it wasn't Oscars. I think it was the Golden Globes or something like that anyway. She went on stage and she said that I wanted to be an actress first before she wanted to be a singer.
Yes.
And I thought that was really interesting.
Yeah, no, 100%. She has spoken about wanting to go into acting for a very long time, even in the early part of her career when she just began. But I feel like her focus was more on music at that moment, and her image and her fans and stuff. And I feel like she wanted to go into movies. So it was unavoidable, you know, it was inevitable. It was going to happen at some point regardless. But yeah, no, there's a huge change in her starting out and seeing her as an actor. She spoke so much about Guys and Dolls in her interviews and stuff, I remember. And she's speaking about how she's always had this dream that she got the role of Adelaide, and she would just used to cry to her dad, like one time, because she got the part because she wore a blonde wig. And she would cry to dad like, "Daddy, I'm so good." And he's like, "You're not going. You're a bad kid or something." And she's like, "Yeah, so good, Daddy, please." And she would always talk about it. And she was like, it's even now, she still says that she has those dreams where she gets that role. And it's just that one play, you know, Guys and Dolls.
Yeah. I remember watching it because I didn't watch it straight away. I watched it probably a year after. I know it's a bit late, but I did watch it. I watched it again. And like when I watched it, I was so captivated because I forgot it was her.
Oh yeah.
I forgot it was her. Like, she is an amazing actress. And I was there like, who's Lady Gaga? Like, who's this? Like, who's this? Like, this is a completely different person. And then obviously when I watched the film, and then obviously beforehand it won all these different awards, I could understand why it got so many different awards, because it was such a very it was such a simple story, but the way it was told, it was so powerful. And it just resonated with me. And the music as well, like when you think about obviously the soundtrack and the imagery and also the costume as well, like everything was planned out to a T, like how they wanted to convey the film. And I'm not surprised, like it obviously it you know, it won so many different awards, and it, you know, did like so well because it was just so powerful, and it's so moving as well. Even when I watched it was Queen, not Queen, the Freddie Mercury story as well.
Bohemian Rhapsody.
Bohemian Rhapsody, yeah. When I watched that, and I've always known about Queen. I know about Freddie Mercury as well, but like when I sat down and actually watched it and took it in, and the main actor who actually played him,
Rami Malek.
Yeah, he really captivated him. Like it's like he literally studied him. And you can see when, like you can see when an actor has proper